Alright, sorry I got a little interrupted on the first video, but this is gonna be the part two. You know what I'm saying? What I was just basically saying, that was checkmate part one, it's checkmate part two, and just understanding that you have to build, you know what I'm saying, a certain type of connection, and you have to go through a certain type of cleansing. You know, you have to clean yourself. You get what I mean? You know what I mean? When you are in this program and you're going through what you're going through, you have to go through a phase where you're cleaning yourself. You're cleansing. You know what I'm saying? Cleanliness is, it's next to godliness. You know what I'm saying? Your mind, your body, and your soul is a house. You know, clean your house. Cleanliness is next to godliness. You know, things that entertain you are things that are not good for your body, or unknowingly and knowingly making agreements, which is, lawful for demons to torture you. You know what I'm saying? You make these agreements that's lawful for, demons to attack you and torture you, that you don't even know that you made. That's why they kind of doing it, because there's something dirty. You know what I mean? If you're physically dirty, you're going to eventually get sick. If you eat things that spoil, you're going to eventually get sick. If you cloud your mind with certain music and watch certain TV shows and you're on a certain type of channel or frequency, you're going to start mimicking, or you're going to be influenced by that channel or frequency. Same thing going on with your soul in the spiritual world. You know what I'm saying? You're making all these agreements with demons. They are unknowingly and knowingly. You know what I mean? They have the right to torture you. You get what I'm saying? So it's all type of departments that you have to clean yourself. You know what I mean? You get that mirror, it's like you are the first step. Clean yourself. You can't clean what's going on outside of you until you clean what's going on inside of you. You know, the bars. What else I got? So we gonna, in being attacked by demons, you're gonna have continual mishaps, crazy backlash. Like I was saying, we need a full detox. Like a fast. I think, I need to go through a fast. You know what I'm saying? Because I got probably, I like to eat. You know what I'm saying? I need to go through a fast. But a fast is not something you broadcast. A fast is not something that you tell people. You're not supposed to tell nobody. When you fast, it's only between you and God. Unless you have a congregation, a group of believers that's trying to fast with you, then only you and the believers should know. A non-believer shouldn't know that you fasting. People that don't believe, they shouldn't know that you fasting. The fast is only supposed to be between you and God. And when you fasting, you're supposed to eat the words of God. So if you just detox, you know what I mean? Just personally for believers, if you fasting, you're supposed to eat the words of God. But for non-believers, if they fasting, they just detoxing, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. You detoxing, you're cleansing yourself. Hey, that's cool. You know what I mean? But for believers, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to replace the fasting for words of God. So if you're not eating the words of God, it's like kind of like in vain. You get what I'm saying? So because in the spiritual world, they're using these lawful rights to feed our demons and to control us and ultimately destroy us. This program is not perfect. It's flawed. It's not perfect. You got to, only God is perfect. Only God is complete. The program is not God. AI is not God. So they could try to, map out our minds to, leave a lock on us, but they can't predict everything that we do. That's their flaw. So keep that in mind. They're not God. They can't predict everything that we do. You get what I'm saying? So it's basically a chess game. And that's why I say it's checkmate. This is a chess game. They got a bunch of think tanks, covertly in the shadows. You know what I mean? The think tanks are the handlers, the people in the shadows. You rarely see the think tanks. You know what I mean? But, outwardly, you know what I mean? You're going to see the regular people, or you're going to see the dumb people. You know what I mean? Them the people, the people you're going to mainly see is the regular people and the dumb people. But the real think tanks, they're going to be in the shadows. But best believe in this program, they got the think tanks. You know what I mean? And they understand that repetition, over and over pattern of doing things. Oh, it's Truman Show, over and over. Oh, the same thing. It's powerful. When you listen to music, like a music that you first don't like, have you ever heard a song that you didn't like to listen to at the beginning? You're like, man, I hate this song. And then the song grew on you. And then now you like the song. You know, like with hip hop, for instance, how at a certain phase it was like, you know, gangster music, or then all of a sudden it was like it dumbed down, like it was lyrical, like people was very lyrical, spiritual, miracle, physical. They was very lyrical, and then now it's just like, you know what I mean, yo 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 yo. You know what I'm saying? It's very simple and very dumbed down. You know what I mean? And people just start liking the yo 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 yo. You know what I mean? It grows on you. It don't matter how dumb it is. If you hear it long enough, repetition is powerful. It's gonna start to impact your subconscious. You know what I mean? So if you listen to it over and over, it's witchcraft. You know what I mean? It's gonna influence you. That's witchcraft. You know what I mean? The music, that whole science. You know what I mean? It's witchcraft. It's gonna affect your subconscious, going to influence you, and eventually you're going to like it. And so if you're not strong, if you're not cleaning yourself, you're going to be MK Ultra 2.0. You're going to be basically MK Ultra 2.0, which is mind control, you know, the next version of mind control. Like the CIA, when they tried to do mind control back in the 60s or 70s, when they went into the ghettos in the hood, giving people drugs and stuff, and start grabbing people and doing experiments with them to try to see if they can control their minds. Now we're in 2K24, gonna be 2K25. We are in the future. They are on MK 2.0. You know what I mean? They have the psychologists, and they understand how the brain works. So they know repetition is key, family. So if you're a hard target and you don't crash out on a bad day, you know what I mean, they're going to play it like the feds. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, some days all it takes is one bad day. All it takes is one bad day and you're ready to crash out. You know, you've been bottling all these emotions, you know what I mean, to try to keep your sanity, so you won't appear mental health, you know what I mean, and that one bad day where it's just, they really going hard. For a weak target, you're going to crash out. But for a hard target, you're going to be irritated like hell, but you're not going to crash out. And when you get to that point, you gotta play it like the Fed. I said it backwards. You ain't gonna play it like the Feds. They gonna play it like the Feds. You know what I mean? The Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI. So basically, they gonna sit and watch you, monitoring spirits, and watch you, and watch what you do. You know what I mean? You know, and so they can get, you know, hella information on you. You know what I mean? And how the feds work is, they not gonna bust you until they got absolute results. They ain't like the police. See, the police, they gambling. You know what I mean? They get a call in, boop, suspicious activity. You know what I mean? They go off what they see. They pull you over, what they see, or whatever the call in. They go to call in. That's the police department. But when you're dealing with the feds, they sit there and watch you and make sure that they have absolute results. You know what I mean? So usually before we go overt, you know what I mean, are aware of this program, you know what I mean, and they harassing as a whole, they're already probably been watching us, you know, strategically, studying our behavior, personally, privately, and publicly, you know, in and outdoors, diagnosing all of our different multiple personalities. So believe it or not, family, you know, they know a lot about us. They know a lot about us. You know, so the object of the game, you know what I mean, that they use, they try to guilt trip you. You know what I mean? All these subliminals, they try to guilt trip you, you know, to crashing out. You get guilt tripped, you know, for being human. You know what I mean? Or they irritate you. You know what I mean? They hit those soft spots till you fold. You know what I'm saying? So either they trying to hit different spots to see where they can get you to fold. You know what I mean? They trying to come in. This is a chess game. They trying to come. They see where you weak at, so they can go ahead and take you out, take your pieces, piece by piece, till it's checkmate. You know what I'm saying? Or hit that one soft spot till you fold, knockout, boom. You know what I mean? They getting aid from advanced technology. They have all the kind of the resources. You know, artificial intelligence. You know, to try to predict our moves. So, you know, ultimately, you know, they playing chess. You know, but wide is the path. Wide and vast is the path of destruction. So many people are submitting to the gain stalking and submitting to the path of Satan. And wide and vast is that path. Narrow, skinny, thin, almost where you have to turn your body sideways to get to God. It's so narrow you have to turn your body sideways, you know what I'm saying, just to get to God. Because only a few will actually connect with God. So never become a part of a community organization where it's a lot of people, because in the Bible the scriptures tell you that the path of destruction is wide. So anything dealing with a lot of people, you don't even need to follow that path. You need to follow the path where it's only a few people. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures tell you that the enemies are like sand at a seashore. Innumerable. You can't even count them. You know what I mean? So stick with the few who really want to seek the face of God. You know, many are called. There's many people that want to do right, but few are actually going to do right. Many want to do right, but it's a few that's actually going to do right. So stick with the few that do right, not the many that want to do right. You know, a lot of people are willing, but it's destiny, it's predestined. It's already written. Only a chosen few will actually make it. You know what I'm saying? And you can make it. Anybody can make it if they put their mind to it. You know what I'm saying? It all deals with a cleansing, and for you really wanting to devote yourself to see the face of God, you being marked and targeted in this program, it's like you have no choice. Either that or be a gang stalker. It's white or black. You know what I mean? You try to find your own gray area and stuff, eventually you're going to have to make a choice. And I'm talking to myself too. Eventually you're going to have to make a choice. Sitting in a gray area, you're just sitting down, you have to get up. You're going to be white or black, or you're going to sit down and be gray. You have to make a choice. This, you know what I mean? This is what it is. This is checkmate. Either you're going to lose or checkmate. That stalemate stuff, there ain't no stalemate. The stalemate is just us being gray. We're just sitting down. We ain't making that final move like what we going to do. So it's just immovable object, which we are, versus an unstoppable force. Stalemate. It's like when you play checkers and he have that one piece, you have that one piece, and y'all just moving all around the board. A draw, you know what I'm saying? A tie, you know. But once you get up and you really cleanse yourself and you really seek the face of God, you can actually checkmate. You know what I mean? So this is part one of the checkmate. I'm going to break it down a little bit more of a TI family. I just wanted to shed that type of knowledge and light on y'all. I hope y'all staying strong. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep y'all heads up, you know. Peace.